Alrighty, and map 3. Let's run this. This is Junkertown. Our team has opted to attack first. And based on the map speed, the last one, I'm kind of thankful for that. I want to get some evaluations on both ends of the map. So looking at hero selection. Ramatra is really Ramatra, Zen, Widow, Ashe, Baptiste. There may be more meta comps, but as far as the overall hero selection concept, long range, mix of hit scan and projectile,
5, 4, 3,
flex support
2,
versus main
1.
support.
Attackers
I don't know.
incoming.
BAP does flex support damage, but main
Stop
support
the
healing.
payload.
Alright, and we're getting... Oh, okay. I gotta pause this right here, because I actually really like this. When you look at the positioning, it looks like the team is super spread out. But in all reality, they're quite effectively spread out. You've got one DPS way off on the right creating a pinch point. You've got another DPS right over here. This is basically what was called, what's been called for 5-6 years now, the double sniper meta. Originally, it was Widowmaker and Hanzo, but basically having two DPS that create a strong pinch point at the point of attack. So in this case, they're trying to clear out this bridge space, and if they want to hide from Ashe, they can just run over this way, but they can't hide from Widowmaker too. So in order to actually get away from that, they have to run away and give up that first part of the map. And if the snipers are hitting their shots, it becomes even more controlling. Meanwhile, support and tank are taking space over here on the left. It's complete map control, or at least for this first part, right out of the gate. And admittedly, it's two components on their side. One, they are actually spread out, and two, just having the accuracy to land abilities. If you're not landing abilities, whether it be a primary fire, a secondary fire, or an ultimate, that's going to change your effectiveness. And also with that shot, they're already down 4v5. And it looks like they're about to be down 3v5. Oh, not quite. Junk gets to live. Ooh, but Zarya does not. Well, okay, there goes Junk. Just leaves the supports with the bloodthirsty Zenyatta. There you go. And, yep, that's that. Again, this is a spot where you either want to get 1 on the payload or 3 on the payload. I recommend getting 3, just because you're going to go faster. But there are times, especially if you're trying to feel things out, where getting 1 on the payload while the other 4 take map space becomes more useful. However, this is not good double sniper. Because if you look at it, if they had a Widow who could hit the shot, it becomes as simple as zoom, click, zoom, click. There's virtually no mouse movement required for that. My recommendation, now Zenyatta over here's got a good cross angle, where they've got a lot of movement to do and a lot of incoming damage to split, is splitting Ashe, Widowmaker. Actually, I'd probably split Widow down here, and then Ashe up here, just because Ashe's fall off is shorter. Or my other favorite, especially on Widowmaker, is to get up here. So many players just don't look up here, and it gives you control over that main window, the bottom window, the second window, and even the flanks over. The flanks over here are actually your weakest point, but you've got a lot of sight control, and you're off the ground. So really your only threat is to other long-range heroes. But yeah, spreading that out so we're not just shooting in a line. Yeah, this spot right here, especially, I don't know what their heroes are doing. Nice shooting, Parker. Good work, Hydratic. I'm not sure what the heroes were thinking on that one, but this is a point where we could easily get 3 on the payload and just push it along a little faster.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Come on in, launch ahead if you want to keep it.
Like I said, even a bad junk is a lucky junk is sometimes better than a good junk. Alright, this little curve right here is where teams can stall real quick. Unless K9 just keeps clicking on people. Good gravy. Good work on that one, Hydratic.
Greetings.
Cheese Whiz staying on the cart. Good work. So, DPS are getting these aggressive angles, but once again, we're getting largely similar angles. Yeah. You guys played well together. I bet you're all good buddies, but having 3 of these powerful heroes, as far as range control, all in one spot, it's actually like 1.5 sniper instead of double sniper. When in reality, you can create a triple sniper, hyper oppressive. Basically, it turns your DPS into a tank because they can't walk where they want to walk without fear of getting shot. Normally, you have to do it like with a tank of, oh, I'm Reinhardt and I'll charge you out of place or I'll smack you with a hammer. But if you can do it from 40 game yards away, that's even better. Problem is, so like right here, this window, all 3 of you can see it, but not as much. However, if there was a Zen here and a Widow here and an Ashe over here, oh my gosh, that is so... Especially if you could control this flank and that help with that door, while someone else takes care of that door and kind of helps on your flank. Oh, it's beautiful. It might be an overextension too far right at this point of the map with their respawns, but again, you want to think of spreading out those ranged heroes.
Put them in the ground.
Yeah, and especially with Ramatra, let Ramatra control that door. I would get someone over here controlling this one, just in case, and then swing over once the checkpoint's there.
This is gonna be a good one. Scummo, bring me my match snack.
Oh, tank goes down. Oh. Whew. That's not nice. Oh, good grapple. Alright. Oh my, double snipers. You can't just keep... Okay, thank you. I think? No, please don't just line up on the same angle. No! No! I have to go back and change the description on this. P.S. Aim 10, positioning 2. No, but at the same time, though, you've got a sniper up here and the tank and Zenyatta on the mainstay, which is a type of double sniper control. But again, with the way Junkertown's built in the comp, it's like a quadruple sniper. Because you have just ranged pressure coming from everywhere. Good push.
Do something!
Good pop. Alrighty. Bloop.
Initiating match.
That's right, I'm just flying through the walls, yo. Oh, I got low-key motion sick from that. Alright.
Ready for battle.
Oh, this is evil. Parker. You've already beat them 2-0 with a hearty 4.5 minutes on your attack bank. And you're going Bastion? Buddy. Buddy.
4, 3,
Just go to the office and tell them what you did.
1. Attackers incoming. Stop the payload.
More Widow clicky clicky. Let's see. More Widow clicky clicky. So, I think I know what the red team's going to do, because they just kind of sit up here and punch them in the face for a bit. But especially when you've got a really good Widow, there are a couple ways to counter that Widowmaker. One of them is using a equally good or not bad Widowmaker. You don't have to be a better. You don't have to be a better Widowmaker in order to force that Widow off their game, but you have to not lose enough where it forces them to focus on you. Because then it basically becomes a Widow duel on one side, and then the other 8 players playing the game on their own. even if you lose your Widow matchup, okay, I die 5 times to you dying twice, but every time every time you're there, I see you're trying to move, you get away from me. That's time off target. Whereas right now, uncontested, this Widowmaker, she's just free shooting. Hey, how about there? How about there? How about there? How about I even tracked it, you know, and just feel to oh, how about that one? Maybe again? How about they gotta come out again. Bing! Oh, I'm surprised didn't hit that one actually. But there was no incoming fire for that Widowmaker to worry about for that entire time. I was just over the shoulder, and so creating fire that whether it be another Widowmaker, honestly, even Ashe can do it. I would recommend using Widow, but using other long-range heroes just to force her out of place. Widow's good at that. Ashe can keep up. Hanzo's good at it. Zenyatta is honestly my favorite, along with Kiriko. Ramatra and Orisa create that same kind of pressure. And I say this even if you're not as good as the other player. K9 is a pretty gifted player.
I've got you in my sights.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay, playing it safe. Trying to... Okay, so I wanna come pick on this soldier real quick. They popped an ult, and it's a high value ult that they didn't get a lot of value out of. My guess is because they didn't want to get headshot by the Widow. Go the other way. Widow cannot shoot this door. So part of the magic of how Blizzard have designed these maps. So Widow's got a strong power point up here. Boom. However, if you come out the front door, boom, gone. So you respawn and you try coming out the top door. And boom, gone. However, almost every spawn room has 2, 3, 4 different exits. There's one up top, one over here, and one over here on the side that the Widowmaker cannot see from that strong point. So, if you came out this way, you might not be... I mean, the Ramatra is going to be on you at first, but like a soldier can sprint and come all the way up here without getting shot by the Widow, and then go boop with a lovely little rocket visor, easy to lead. So that one's a bit on the blue team just for pathing. So I talked about one way to counter is by getting fire on the Widow, a counter Widow, is what I tend to call it. Even if you're not better than them, just enough to make them focus away from the team. And then the other option is pathing. Just go a different way. A lot of heroes can help dictate which way you've got to go. Symmetra and Torbjorn are notorious for this. They'll set up all their turrets in this giant blue beam, and you can't get through it. You're not supposed to get through it. Go around it. Go over it. Teleport behind it, but don't just walk through it.
Thank you.
And then the other one, the most commonly requested choice, but is actually the least influential in my opinion. Hey, Dino Nuggies is on it. Picking a mobility tank or a shield tank to... That's brutal. But picking a shield tank or a mobility tank to help force the Widow out of position. Winston and Diva are the classics. Oh no, going down. Gonna try it.
10 seconds remaining. Overtime.
And that's all she wrote. So, rough go of it for the blue team. I'm glad to see that Winton lab would start off strong. But, yeah, just some Widow tips. When you run into a Widow who's better than you, whether you're average, below average, above average, or even way above average, at some point you're going to run into a Widowmaker who's better than you. So either counter Widow and make them move and focus on you, go different routes where they can't shoot, or swamp heroes that help push them out of position. I hope it's been helpful, and I will see you Winton Lab in the lab.